I'm going to show y'all how I did that. So let's go to the kitchen. Uh-oh. I'm trying to be quiet because he went back to sleep. I practiced this. I only did it one time, but I'm going to try to do it now. Hey. No. Oh, child. I almost fell on the floor. Let me raise this up. As you can see, I have an egg. I just took it out the carton. It's not hard boiled. It's just an egg. Okay? So what you do is you lightly tap it. Lightly tap it. You see how I'm tapping it? Eggs cost too much for me to be wasting. Now I got a nice size hole right there. And I'm just going to use this bowl to pour it in. It's going to take a minute, so be patient. Don't get discouraged, okay? I'll put my finger in here. And the reason why you can't reuse the egg is because shells be all up in there. You see this? It takes patience, y'all. Trust me. The first time I did, I was like, yo, this ain't it won't come out. Let me show y'all what I'm doing. Can y'all see me? I didn't do this the first time. I'm just doing it now because I'm trying to speed up the process. And you want to be very careful because don't hold the egg too hard because you'll crack it probably. You see? Somebody gonna say, you wasting the egg. Well, I bought it, so. Now, it's up to you if you want to save it. I got shells in it, each of them. I'm not saving it, so. I'm rinsing it out. And then the egg resin get in there. I don't see anything in there. Okay. This is live, so this is what you see. I don't know. So now I have 2 shells. I never even thought you could do this. All right. Now, This is what happens when you're live. You have to move around and do what you're doing. Hello, whoever's on. Hi. I'm putting it down so y'all can see. I'm going through the whole process so y'all can see what I'm doing. So I have to put those up there because God knows. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I'm live. Here we go. Let me turn my fan on for number one. And then let me see who's in. If anyone's in. Let me see who's in. But good morning. So let's see. Gary Williams. Good morning, Gary Williams. Thank you for your comment. All right, so this is epoxy. I haven't used this in a minute. This is the A. I don't need that much because it's eggs. I saw this lady do this on YouTube. And I said, you know what? I'm finna try that. She was on Facebook, not YouTube. All right, so I have a cup that has measurements on it. And I'm just going to do 1 ounce because I still think that's too much. Let me put my gloves on. This isn't even open. Okay. You know what? Forget all that. I'll just use these gloves over here. Always make sure you got gloves on when you're doing your epoxy. Okay, I love it. I haven't used epoxy in a while. I mean, it's been a while since I've used epoxy, y'all. So epoxy resin has 2 parts. It has the hardener and it has the epoxy. I can actually only just use 1 cup, but sometimes my measurements be off. So I could do 1 ounce and 1 ounce, which makes 2 ounces, okay? This is A. Take this out. Can y'all see? I have used this before, so. I actually forgot I had this stuff. All right, so we're gonna pour this in. And we're gonna try to make it as even as possible. That's 1 ounce of A. Okay. Sit it down just to make sure it's even. Because it's an egg. I don't want to do, if I do 4 ounces, it's going to be all the way up here. That's probably going to be too much. But I could do something with it. Actually, that's a good idea. I could pour some in this cup and make an equals cup. And make it I could make it a candle. Not a candle, but I'm thinking out loud. Don't worry about it. So 1 and 1, that's gonna do the other one up to this 2 ounce line. And then I'll see if it's enough. If it's not, if I don't think it's enough, then I'll do another one. But these are, you know, I'm trying to see. Maybe I should do just a little bit more because I feel uncomfortable just doing 1. So I'm gonna pour it. To 2. Okay. So now I'm gonna have 4 ounces. It's better to be safe than sorry, but am I live? can't tell. Be careful with the epoxy though, because the epoxy can drive you nuts. Let me see. Let me turn this down. What are we doing here? Wait a minute, what is happening? Am I still alive? I don't understand. Alright. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me or what's going on, because I don't know what's going on. I thought I saw... It looks like it's frozen. Let's see. This is held for review. Why? Somebody said something. Okay. Let's see. I wasn't trying to take these off, but... Let me see what's happening here. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but my moderators are not here. So, whatever is going on, I don't know, and I don't have a pony in that race. I don't have a pony in that race. Okay, so that was A, and that was 2 ounces. You have to make sure you use the separate ones because it won't work if you use for both of them. See, this has resin hardener. So this is what makes the resin gets hard. So we're gonna go up to 4 ounces because that was 2. I'm trying to see with this one eye tell. Make sure it's at the line of 4. Yep, it's at the line. Okay, that's enough, tree. That's enough. Put your top back on and let's roll. Okay. What is going on here? I don't see. I don't even see Sharon. It says Sharon deleted something. Whatever. Okay, so we got 4 ounces of epoxy right here. 2 epoxy ounces and 2 ounces of hardener. Okay, I'm going to stir this up. This is too much, but it's better than not having enough. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place some... Good morning to everyone. I'm going to place some beads in here. I'm going to place some gems in this after I finish stirring it. You have to make sure you mix it properly. Because if you don't mix it, it's not going to work. I'm mixing mine. Of course, I have to stop sometimes just to... Yeah, I haven't done epoxy in a while. And if I have a lot left over, I'm just going to make some earrings. God is good. I can't find my dried flowers. because that's what I wanted to put in there. That's what I saw the lady do. She put dried flowers in there. But this is just an experiment, okay? I am truly experimenting. Whew, that's hurting. Let me rest my hand for a minute. I am truly experimenting. Good morning, Sharon. What am I making? Let me show you. I saw this lady on Facebook this morning. You know how you scrolling down your page and you just see stuff. And she made eggs with epoxy. She made eggs. I was like, oh my. So I went in the kitchen and I cut a hole in the egg. No cracks nowhere. And I did 2 of them. I know eggs are high and people probably like, why are you playing around with the eggs? Because I want to. It's the only way I'm going to learn how to do different things. So, I'm going to stir up my epoxy some more. And y'all know I love mica powder. I'm deciding if I want to put mica powder in them or if I want them to stay clear. I think I just want them to stay clear. Well, I'll do one with the beads in it, with the gems in it. And I'll do one with mica powder. If I had some type of little sticker or something that I could actually put in there, that would be boss. That would be boss. But I can always decorate it after it hardens. I can decorate it and put something on the front or whatever. I'm so nervous right now. I'm so completely nervous, Sharon. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous right now. I'm so nervous. So I got some of these I'm going to put on. I'm going to put in there. These I got from Michael's, I believe. This is so cool. See? You put these in there. But I'm trying to figure out what to do. To put them in the egg, to pour the epoxy in the egg first. And then drop the gems in there. I kind of feel like they're going to all sink to the bottom. I really want them to not sink to the bottom. I want them to be floating, like in the middle. You understand? I want them to be floating. And I could use this to pour into the egg. Now I want to make sure I don't have any pieces like this. You see that? That will cause a problem if you don't get it off. That will wind up falling into the egg. And I don't want that. Just not. I don't want eggshells. In here, I'm trying to get this little flap. Right there, that's a flap. You know, that's the protective flap for the baby chicken. Okay. So, I'm trying to be very gingerly. Look at this piece. Now this piece want to come out. Okay. Thank you for showing yourself. So there's that. Let's try the other one. I'm trying to be careful because I'm not trying to waste any more eggs. Because when my husband see this, he already going to be saying something. So I'm trying to reduce my stress level. Because he will say something. Oh, I have to get something to lay these on so they can stand up straight. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I bought a pool noodle the other day. I had this one already, so I'm just going to use this one. I bought the pool noodles for something, but you know I can't remember what I bought them for. Hey, Shawana. Good morning. What you making? Eggs. I'm going to show you in just a second. Whoa. Okay. So I cut these. Of course, they're not even. Let's see if I can make them sit a little even. Because I want it to be popping. Even Steven. Let's see if I can sit that on here. So I need to make that opening a little bigger, but we knew that, didn't we? I can't use the egg carton because the egg carton is full. In case somebody want to know why I'm not using the egg carton. Because it would make absolute sense for me to use the egg carton. But the egg carton is full. So I'm just digging this out right quick. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Now let's do the other one. Let's dig the other one. How y'all doing more? Don't cut yourself. I'm trying not to cut myself here. No accidents. Dollar Tree has poo noodles in again, which is amazing. But now I forgot what I wanted it for. It was something specific I wanted it for, and I done forgot. Because when I saw that video, the egg noodles, they stopped selling them at the store. I was so distraught about that. But now I don't remember what it was. It's going to be hard for me to go back and try to find the video. All right, y'all. That's egg holder. And this is an egg holder. So I'm going to set these in here. I hope y'all can see this. Move the camera back a little bit. Set these in here. I need my blow dryer to try to blow some of those bubbles, but I could also use, I'm not going to do that. Because my husband is asleep and I don't. Okay. I was wondering what was going on. I know that's plastic and I got to be careful. But I'm trying to get as many bubbles out as I can because this thing got a lot of bubbles in it. You want to be careful with the epoxy because you don't want to burn it. And you see how those bubbles down there? That's a lot of bubbles. And if it's a lot of bubbles like that, it's going to be, that's how it's going to look at the bottom. The egg's going to look like that. But this is our first attempt. So we want to make it a good attempt. Okay, that got a million bubbles in it. But what we're going to do is we're going to I can pour it in like this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this in the eggs, and then I'm not going to torch it while it's in there. What was that little torch thing? Do you always have to use that? If you want to pop the bubbles, you don't have to use this. You can use a hairdryer too. I mean a heat tool. A heat tool. I'll show you. If I can get it. It should be in here. This is a heat gun. You can use this too. So I think what I'm going to do is, let me see if I can plug this in. Lord, please don't let me crack these eggs. Because I'm over here. I don't have, oh, I guess I'll unplug my phone. Hope my phone don't die. Come on. Don't knock the eggs over, Tree. Or the epoxy. Okay. Let me move my eggs, as I feel an accident get ready to happen. 1, 2. Please sit. There you go. So this is the heat gun. And the heat gun you can also use to and this one you can get a little closer. And that was on low speed. It still got a lot of bubbles in it. I don't know. People, some people spray alcohol over it to pop some of the bubbles. Of course. Oh, here's my alcohol. So, let me see if that'll work. I don't know. I'm just gonna do it like that. Not too much. It's still a lot of bubbles, but this is our first experiment. Next time I'll do it in a silicone. I'll mix it in a silicone. Shawana, I don't understand what you're doing with this art. Okay. This, I'm going to pour the epoxy in it. I'm going to pour some jewels, some, diamonds in it. And it's going to come out. I'm using the egg as a mold. Basically, I'm using the egg as a mold. Okay. That's what I'm doing with it. I'm using the egg as a mold. Okay. To make my own designer eggs. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is, I've never done this before, so I hope you guys can see this. I've never, ever done this before. Okay. So I'm going to pour this in here. I saw the lady do this on YouTube. Okay. All right, there you go. I'm gonna pour this over here. I hope I'm getting that in there. Hard to see. Okay, it's in there. All right. Now, if anybody knows anything about epoxy, this stuff gets hot. She did hers and I didn't see any cracks in there or anything. So I'm gonna put some of these in here. And I wish I could wait until the epoxy starts hardening, because I can't see how this is working in here, but I'm just gonna drop them in and see what happens. This is an experiment for me, Shawana. If you don't try, you won't know. But she didn't put any gems in hers. She had put some dried flowers in hers. So she put the dried flowers in first, and then she poured in the epoxy. These are sort of kind of sinking. And I'm Lady T Things at Bling, so I'm putting some in here. And I think that's it. I was going to put some mica powder in, but I'm not, because it's gonna cover it up. So what's the point? So I did that. This was 4 ounces, y'all. 4 ounces of epoxy resin. I was only gonna do 2 ounces, and I'm glad I thought better about it and just did the 4, because again, I've never done this before, and I'm so nervous about it. But all right, so that's that. I'm nervous about this, y'all, but it's okay, because this is my first time doing this, and I feel like I'm gonna learn something from this. Good or bad, I'm gonna learn something. Also, I'm gonna try, since I have a little bit left, I'm gonna try to see what it looks like in this. Obviously, I was using food color on this one, because it's green for the eagles, you know? And if I pour epoxy in here, I should have had my eagles stickers out, but I don't see them, so we won't worry about that. But we can also pour epoxy. I'm just going to pour it in there. Okay. So I just poured that in there. The eggs are sitting up so nicely. Now this one looks like, wait a minute, before I get crazy, let me pour some of this, because this one looks like it's settled. Okay. We're crafting today. I'm trying not to get it to run. I don't want it to run over. Okay. Now, if I can find my toothpicks, I want to stir it around just a wee bit. See, I believe if you put things back where they belong, you'll always be able to find it. Okay, so I'm going to stir this a little bit and see what happens, because I can't really see what's happening in there. And stir this around to see what's going on. Okay, where the little gems go? They done disappeared. They done got lost in the sauce. So, see, I'm going to put a little bit more in there because I don't see them. They must have floated all to the bottom. All to the bottom. If this works, honey, I'm going to have to tell my husband, when you make eggs, you're going to have to crack them open like this and save the egg shells for me. Because, baby, this is a whole new level right here. Let me see what y'all saying. Dude, this is fun. I like learning new things, y'all. This is fun for me. Let's see what y'all saying. What are you making? I'm making eggs. Does anybody know what she's trying to make? Walking, what is going to be the end result? Well, I can't tell you that. This is my first time doing it. Do you have your fan on? Yes, ma'am, my fan is on. Yes, ma'am. What's going to be the end result? I'm using the eggs as a mold. So when the epoxy hardens and it's cured, everything's done, it's going to be like a see-through egg, okay? Like a Fabergé egg. Not exactly like a Fabergé egg, but it's going to be a clear egg, and I'm going to have these gems in them. And that's what it is. I saw someone do this on YouTube, and I don't know if I'm allowed to show her page or whatever, but I saw her do this morning. Actually, I saw it, and I was like, ooh-wee, I'm gonna try that. So first I had to get up enough nerve to try to crack an egg without cracking the egg, you know, to make this hole. Now I can feel the heat on this already. This is making me nervous. This is making me nervous because I can feel the heat already. So these are the eggs. I fixed a pool noodle for them to sit in so they could sit up. And y'all was right along with me with the process, which I'm happy about. And I put the gems in and stirred them around a little bit. I don't really want this to come out like of the egg, so. And in the meantime, I'm just going to still experiment with this so I can see what I can do with this. So since this has, this is clear, I know I'm gonna see what I can do with this. Everything is an experiment. You have to start somewhere. You don't automatically just do things. Some people probably can, but I can't. I have to experiment with things, and then when I experiment, I can come to you and show you what I've gained from that experience. However, this is going to take a long time to cure, at least 6 hours. It'll probably harden a little bit, but I'm going to let it sit for about 8 hours, and then I'm going to come back and show y'all the progress. I'm going to be just as surprised as you are because, again, this is my first time doing this. I have no experience doing this at all, and I just wanted to try it. I'm saying I wanted to try it. I saw a lady do it this morning, and I said, "Ooh, that looks like something to try." And of course, I decided to try it. All right, let me put this in the trash because I don't want to make a mess. And then I'm going to put the eggs somewhere because I thank God that I was able to do that without cracking them. And now that I'm at this point, I don't want to, you know, have anything happen to these eggs. So I'm going to set them in a really, really safe place. Rhonda off the canvas will be here shortly. And what time is it? Oh, 7:30 already. My Lord. Time goes by so fast. So I'm going to say, I'm going to put these. I keep looking at this egg and it looks like the epoxy keeps going down. I don't know where it's going. That one's pretty full. This one looks like I need some more. I don't know where it's going. But you could do all kind of stuff with this, guys. So again, I'm using the egg as a mold. It's not a silicone mold, it's an egg. Sounds like a good idea to me. I hope it is, Walking. I hope it really is, because, you know, that's 2 eggs. That's 2 eggs. And I used the pool noodle to try to, uh-oh. Oh, I thought that one was falling over. Some things look weird to me with one eye, and I'm trying to make sure that it's setting up. I don't want it to, I can't set it on my desk because I got stuff to do. But I just wanted to sit there. It's getting so hot, y'all. I'm so scared. It's getting hot. I hope the eggshell doesn't break. How did the lady get the outside shell not to harden? She didn't say how she got the shell not to harden. She just poured it in there, and that's what she did. I'm going to see if I can find it. Because I was looking at it this morning. Let me see. All right, let me see if I can go back. I don't know. Can you go back? Do they have a history button where you can go back and look? Let's see. Part 1. Oh. Is this it? No, that's not her. Oh, look at your baby. All right, let me see if I can find this lady. Because right now I'm not finding what I was looking for. Let's see. Oh, wow. And it was right on my page. Like, not on my page, but you know. All right, I don't see it. If I find it, I'm going to show y'all. Wow. Let's see, is this her? No. Okay. I don't even see it, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't walk with God. I can't keep up with him. He walks with me and he waits for me every time. Okay. I don't even remember what the lady looked like, y'all. Oh. Y'all. Why I don't see it? What? Okay. I don't see it, so let me see if I look up. I don't even know what group she was in. I just saw it. I was like, I'm about to do that. So let me look up egg crafts. Egg crafts. Okay. Let's see. I don't even know what group she was in. That's my dumb fault. I should have sent it to myself. But I didn't. Let me see. I'm going to say, nope, I don't see it. I don't know. That was not smart of me. But if I find it later on, I'll post it to my page. But y'all could do this same thing with, looks like you can do it with this plastic eggs too. Real eggs are pricey, but you can grab these crafting eggs from Hobby Lobby. Okay, they found some fake eggs at Hobby Lobby. That's great, but that's not what I'm looking for. Y'all, I don't think I'm going to find it right now, but she absolutely did it. I wouldn't even be trying if I didn't see it. And Let's see what she doing. Is she doing, is this it? No, this ain't it because she cracking. She's doing too much. Oh my gosh, are you serious? She using a real egg that she boiled to make flowers. I don't got that much patience. No way, Jose. Okay, this looks like an egg. DIY 3 candles. These are candles she made. I ain't trying to do that. Let's see. Y'all, I can't find it. I'm done. We not doing all that. Just trust me. I saw the lady do it this morning. And I said, I'm doing that. Oh, I wish I could find it. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to try to go. See, I can't go to Hobby Lobby. Because Hobby Lobby is far from me. So, I can't go to Hobby Lobby. But anyway, the egg is going to be, a learning experience for me. Trust me. Because I never did it before. And I just want to. I'm excited. I wish it would hurry up and cure. That's what happens when you try to just get stuff done so fast. What is this? Anyway, y'all. What time is it? Okay, I gotta go unlock my door. Because they get ready to come. And I gotta unlock the door. Y'all know if I find it after I log off, I'm just gonna come back on and show y'all because I want y'all to see. And I gotta give her credit for, she was it just came up on the page. Let me see what y'all are saying right now. Y'all know I really try to find this craft. I don't know what group it was in. I don't know anything. Because I got too excited and I jumped up to run and do it. And that's what happened. I should have just chilled out. But no, I got excited. I'm going to see when my husband get up. Like, babe, I need you to do the eggs a different way. He going to look at me like I lost my mind, as I would do the same to him if he telling me to do the eggs a different way. I'm like, what are you talking about, sir? But it's all good in the neighborhood. All right, I'm going to look for it, and then I'm going to come back on. But anyway, let's see what she said. It's okay. We will see what happens, right? How do you get the shell off once it's done? She just peeled it off like she was peeling a regular egg. She just peeled it off like she was peeling a regular egg. You know people cut things out of the videos. That's true. How did the lady get it? Yeah, she just peeled it. Maybe you should put the egg in the ice box to cool down the heat from the epoxy. Don't listen to me. I don't know how it will work. I don't know. Maybe you can Google it. It's okay. We will see what happens later. How do you get the shell off once it's done? You just peel it. Like a regular egg, like a hard-boiled egg. I'm not going to put it in the freezer because putting it in the freezer is going to affect the epoxy. And I don't want anything to affect the epoxy. So that's why I'm not going to put it in the freezer. Although that would be a good idea, because to me that seemed like a good idea. Maybe I should have put them in the freezer first. But I think, let's look at them right now and see what's happening. Don't spill it, Tree. Okay. Ooh, that's hot too. Well, if you know, when the eggs are in the pot and cooking, the water's hot, right? And they don't crack. So maybe this is the same philosophy here, because we cook eggs in a pot, right? When we're making hard-boiled eggs. So this should be the same thing. It's just internal versus external, but it should be the same result. The egg, when you boil the egg, it doesn't crack, right? I didn't think of that. These eggshells, they're very hard, and they were made for heat. They use the heat to incubate the babies, because the mama sits on the egg. So the egg is really it's a tough thing. It's really a tough thing. The interior, I don't know about the interior, but everything about the egg is tough, because it withholds heat. If it can sit in a pot of boiling water for minutes, several minutes, then, you know, it should be able to withstand this epoxy. Because I remember one time when I was living somewhere else, and I tried the epoxy on, in a glass, and I was scared that glass was going to break. Maybe set the eggs in front of the... No, the thing is I'm not going to worry about it, because like I just said, I don't want the coolness of the air to affect the epoxy, the molecular structure of the epoxy. So it's supposed to be sitting at a certain temperature, and you don't want to do anything to, mess with that. But again, like I said, if we boil eggs and the eggs don't crack, then this should be fine. That lady who did the video on Facebook. Was it on Facebook? I think it was on Facebook. I don't think it was on YouTube. I clearly think it was on Facebook. But she, like Shawana says, people cut things out on the videos, and they clearly do. Let me see if it was in my history, because if it was in my history, then I can go back and look at it. How to examine? No. Nope, it wasn't in YouTube. No, it wasn't in YouTube. So it definitely was in my Facebook this morning. And it's in there. But we're going to find out, though. If it starts cracking, I'm going to let you guys know, because I'm going to be upset. But I just think that, by it being an egg, and an egg does withstand a lot of heat, that it's going to be okay. That's my opinion. I don't know this, because, like I said, I've never done it. But I'm excited to see what happens. And then she only added dried flowers to hers. I added the gems to it. So we're just gonna see what happens. It's a learn process, and this lady obviously has done this before. For her to be able to come on there and use the epoxy, she must have done this before. I'm just saying, you learn different techniques. I'm glad she shared it, because I would have never thought about using an egg. Are you serious? Put an epoxy in an eggshell? Oh boy. I'm excited, because it's new and it's daring. Like, I think I'm more excited to see if the egg is going to crack. I think I'm more excited about that than anything. So I'm about to go off now, and I will talk to y'all later, and I will definitely show you the effects. But you know what I could have done? Probably, I probably could have put some tape around it just to hold it so it doesn't crack. I could have done that, but hey, I didn't think about it. So it'll be something to think about on the next go round to just, to try that. I'm cracking up though because it's funny to me. And while I'm talking, I'm still over here looking for it. I'm gonna find it. If I have to come back on real quick, or I'll put it in the link. I'll put it in the link under the video. Yeah, so you guys, I'll be able to show you then, because there wasn't even that long ago that I saw it, and I'm still scrolling and can't find it, chill. But I'm gonna look it up. You guys, thanks for rocking with me today, and I'm gonna do that. All right, Shawana, I would think that gradually cooling them will be a safer way to go. Maybe set the eggs up. It could be. It could be. See, Shawana, it could be a safer way to go. But again, the epoxy is not supposed to be cooled. It's supposed to just sit at its own temperature and do what it does. And I tell you right now, once the eggs crack, there's no turning back. You're right. But like I said, this is a learning process, and I don't want to sit the epoxy in front of the fan because then it's going to cool it down, and it's not supposed to. Epoxy is supposed to get hot, and so it can cure itself, so it can harden. That's what the hardener does. The hardener is what makes it, the two chemicals mixed together, that makes it hot. And you're right. If it cracks, it cracks. I just have to figure out a different way to do it. But messing with the if you cool it off, it's not going to, the elements are not going to mesh together like they're supposed to. So he said the yolk's on you. You funny. Yeah, by not putting them in the fridge or freezer or in front of the fan, that's what I meant. Yeah, you can't put epoxy in a cool element. It has to be at room temperature. Certain epoxies tell you they have to sit in a certain temperature for it to cure. You can't sit it in front of a fan or in a freezer because that's going to stop the curing of it, as far as I know. Just let them sit and cool on their own. Exactly. And that's what I'm doing. But I promise you, this egg is hot. It feels like it was in the darn pot. It feels like it was in the pot. But it's hot. But we cook eggs. So I can't see it really being a problem, because when we cook eggs, when we make boiled eggs, they're in the hot water. And they don't burst, they don't crack unless they've been in there too long. And that's when they start cracking. But that, we're just going to find out. We're going to find out. All right? But thank y'all so much for joining me. I got to go unlock the door and let the people in. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you're still in and you didn't give me a thumbs up, could you please give me a thumbs up? Thank you. Are they hit just from you using the heat gun? Are they hot? No, it has nothing to do with the heat gun. It's the two chemicals, when they come together, they create that reaction. They create the heat reaction when you mix those two components together. One is epoxy, one is a hardener. So when you mix the hardener with the epoxy, it causes a chemical reaction, which makes it get hot. So in it, that is getting hot is curing. It's curing. How long does it take to set? It'll probably take about 6 hours to. In about 6 hours, I probably will be able to peel it, but it won't be cured. So I'm going to try to let it sit until, let's say 8 o'clock, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'll let it sit till about 5 o'clock and then try to peel it. But me, with my curious self, I'll probably do it around about 3 just to test the hardness and see. It can finish curing on its own If I take it out and it's solid, if it's solid, it can finish curing on its own. As long as it's solid enough that it won't, if you take the shell off of it, it won't lose its form. Because if you take something out of a mold too soon, it can lose its form because it's bendy, because it's not fully cured. So I need to be patient. And, truthfully, the ideal thing would be for me to let it sit until tomorrow morning. That would be the ideal thing, to let it sit. Now remember, the egg has that protective coating on the inside. It has a membrane on the inside that we didn't take out. It's almost like a woman being pregnant and the baby's in that water sac. The membrane protects the baby. So maybe the membrane is going to protect this from, breaking up. So all we can do is wait and see. You see, I'm nervous. I'm rubbing my hands together because I'm nervous. But we'll see. It's all, he says, very appealing. You got jokes walking. You got jokes. Okay, walking tall. I'm here for it though. I'm here for it. I'm here for the jokes. So that's what we're gonna do. I have made some things with epoxy and I have jumped the gun and taken them out of their molds before they were hard enough. And to this day, it's still bendy. I did it with some earrings, and it still have bend to it, But we're trying things over here. We're gonna try things over here, and see what happens. And then I'll be back on later on. If I decide to try it and take the shell off before, the 8 hours, I will definitely get back on and let you guys know. But we are going to get back on, if it's the Lord's will. I pray it is. We're going to get back on and we're really going to do this together. I really want to do it in front of y'all and see what this science project is about. So walking tall, if you're not subscribed, maybe you can subscribe so you can get the notification when I come on, and we'll do this thing together and see what it's like, okay? All right, but I got to go now because I got to open the door and everybody's getting ready to come in. Thank y'all for being here with me. If you want to share this, please do. That's cool. And we'll holler at you a little bit later on today, okay? All right, y'all. Bye.